Uzumaki Boruto Sanjo Dateba sa Yakusoku Dateba sa. Huh. Which one sounds better? What do you think?
Uzumaki Boruto Sanjo datte wa sa.
So yo, what's up, people? We are back for Boruto chapter 49. This has been a while, to be honest. I've missed I guess one TBH. I was kind of ill during that time. So what you heard at the beginning is like every show or thing I'm doing now, anime, manga, whatever it is, to be honest, I'm gonna come with like a phrase from the show, from the series, like a line, which I'm like, oh, that's a nice line, and I'll use as like the intro. So these are the two I'm thinking of, which is Uzumaki Boruto Sanjo Dattebasa, which is from episode 1, and then Yakusoku Dattebasa, which is from this chapter, because I saw some leaks of the Boruto doing the Yakusoku Dattebasa, and the one about the portal. I think that those were the two I saw. And personally, which one I would prefer is the one with from episode 1, Sanjo Dattebasa, because obviously it's a clip. This one is more of like, because I read the Japanese, I'm like, oh, that's a nice line, but I don't know what it sounds like. So I don't know, you guys tell me if you care, that is. But today, like I've said, Boruto chapter 49. So without further ado, let's get into it. 49. Prepared. Kakugo. That was the Japanese name. Okay. Just another lackadaisical life in the village of Konoha. Is it me or that guy in the first panel looks like Seki Beng or Seki Bing? The animator that most people who watch Boruto know him. So Seki Bing, Seki Beng. I don't know, man. Kind of looks like him. So I guess no Rock Lee and no. There was really nobody else I can ask. Like the only people I can think that can fight the Otsutsuki are the Hyuga clan and Rock Lee. Like apart from Naruto and Sasuke, obviously, because those are the only people who are taijutsu specialists. And so, interesting. And just by the way, I don't think, obviously maybe now, yeah, but just so you know, FYI, if you remember the Infinite Tsukiyomi in obviously in the Naruto, you know what it is. You dream what your greatest desires, and remember Rock Lee's greatest desires, he wanted to beat Neji and Naruto in his dreams. So Rock Lee didn't meet Neji is what it seems like. So even with gate 5 or 6, whatever it was, I mean, but to be honest, if you look at it like this, if you consider Guy and Kakashi rivals, but Kakashi doesn't have anything boosting his stats, then you can consider Lee and Neji rivals, because the Sharingan actually takes away from Kakashi's chakra more than necessary. So Kakashi's actually been kind of dampened this whole time in terms of physical attributes. The Sharingan gives him a boost, but in terms of physical attributes, he's actually been on and yet he's still Guy's rival. So if Kakashi can do it, Neji can do it. And another thing, Kakashi couldn't escape Zabuza's water prison, but escaped it in the first arc of Shippuden. Neji from who is it, from Kisame. And just so that people like say, oh, but it was a 30% clone. You don't use 100% of your chakra on one jutsu. If not, if you do that jutsu, then you're out of chakra. So it doesn't work that way, which is, so I'm just saying. So maybe we can call Hinata. I don't think so, but taijutsu, Rock Lee, or maybe if Neji was alive, could have brought him in, to come clutch with the boys. But it is what it is. This man just dipped in like, yeah, man, I'm Ishii beware. Nah, but he's just like, I'm looking for someone. It would have been, obviously I didn't really see the Japanese thing, but it would have been funny if this panel where he says I'm looking for a boy named Kawaki. It would have been funny if he said, sumimasen, Kawaki na irun desu ka? I don't know, something like that. I don't know. whatever. I think to find a Sagashima, something like that. I'm sorry, but Shuriken have never killed anyone in the Naruto franchise, to be honest. So I don't know what this man is doing. Okay, he shrunk it. He sent it back. I guess the way he sends rods out of his eye, I'm guessing. So if they, what do you mean we haven't been told anything? So this man was, so this makes it sound like if they actually told you something, you'd have said it, that this man is a bitch. What? The hidden leaf house. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Different times. Oh la la. I mean, I guess to be fair, the village don't care about Kawaki, you know. I was going to say, because I was comparing to Naruto when they came for Naruto. I mean, the village knew Naruto. Even though they didn't like him at first, he had a chance to prove himself. Whereas Kawaki has been here for what, a month or two at best. So I mean, I guess that's kind of fair. Okay, so they are dressed like, okay, the Byakugan can't look through. Okay, good. It's Sasuke pouting. It's like, sorry, can't be helped. The load's a bit heavy this time. I'm like, what? Don't say that, Sasuke. That sounds like you're pouting. But okay. Wait, did they actually point this man Ishiki in the way to go? Or he sensed him because he's flying? Huh. Okay. The Hokage, my man is surprised that he's out of his box. I mean, I assume he's surprised. You shouldn't know that he's out of his box. Ooh, that's a nice panel with the overlooking shot. Ooh, and if it is this foreshadowing? Naruto the human, I guess, with kind of Hagoromo's chakra, one half of his chakra, looking up at the supernatural. I mean, to be fair, it's always like that for any kind of, for audio to took. It's always like Naruto down with the person looking up, you know. So I guess to be fair, it's been an aesthetic they've been using since like the Pain arc. So I guess it's nothing really new, to be honest. So we move on. Like, of course you'll be tough. You lost to a weakened version. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice panel from the side of Boruto in the Momoshiki form, or the Boroshiki form, whatever name people want to call it these days. Okay, so he figured it out himself when Amado was talking. Interesting. I like that. I like they didn't make a big deal out of it, kind of like what they did with Naruto. You put 2 and 2 together. Boruto is pretty smart. I mean, we all knew that, but it's nice to be acknowledged. You know what's weird is, how come Boruto's progression is so fast? Yeah, Kawaki has had his karma for a long time. Maybe because Boruto has the genetics of Onitsuki, so which makes the whole downloading process much faster. So I guess that could be it. So or it could be due to resonance with Kawaki's karma, which is why Jigen was surprised in chapter 38 of the Boruto manga. Or it could be because Momoshiki is actually dead, so the process needs to be faster, whereas Ishiki is alive, so it's slow because there are two beings still sharing it. I don't know, who knows? My nigga said we've got lots of outstanding shinobi. Yes, bro, exceptional. The next generation, exceptional. Wunderbar. Is that the word? I don't know. I don't watch German football. Yeah, man, but Boru is dead, as Ishiki has pointed out, or he failed rather. And Naruto bigging up Kawaki and the boys, and Sarada. My nigga said, Naruto's like, let's settle this once and for all. Ishiki was like, if you insist. My nigga was like, guess I gotta take out the trash today again. They don't pay me enough. Oof. Duh, bro, Naruto's about to be washed. What's going on? Is using Shinra Tensei? What's Bansho Tein, Almighty Universal Pool? Okay, smart. Ishiki does the smart thing. Collateral damage. Bring my boy Kawaki out. I'ma kill some niggas. We will drop bodies today. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, Naruto ain't having it. Ooh, Sasuke with the switcheroo. Pretty sick. Oh yeah, I know people were saying, actually I saw that people were saying, oh, I'm tired of Naruto getting beat. I'm like, look, you know why Sasuke is not getting beaten? Because he doesn't fight one-on-one like a dumbass. Which fight have you seen Sasuke fight one-on-one since this whole Boruto franchise started? One. And you know what he did? He ran away like a smart individual. This man Naruto be taking more than he can chew. Hagoromo has already said is what you and Sasuke, what they do together is what, whatever they do will transpire something. You know what he said. You watched the series. I don't need to recap. So, but my man Naruto coming in there behaving like he's God, when no, he's only one half of Hagoromo, which is in fact a smaller god compared to Ishiki and Kaguya and Momoshiki and the likes, But Sasuke looking clean as usual. I see why he has a lot of fangirls and fanboys as well, actually. This man with the pose. I can't wait for this to be animated. This man with the posing, just like, bro, this is slight work, You want to get another business, bro? I'm surprised Naruto still actually carries weapons in his pockets or wherever he stores them. Just know how you throw a sword, Sasuke. But I know it's Boruto, but like, that's not how you throw a sword, fam. He should have, thrown it like an arrow, just like, I mean, I don't know, just for, not that it changed anything, I don't know, it's just like some kind of narrative immersion. It kind of messes with my immersion. I'm like, who throws the sword like that? At least pretend like you're going for the chin, like, kind of thing. That makes more sense story-wise. I think about these little things because I'm always thinking about changes for the benefit or for the good of the story. Okay, Sasuke and Boruto with the big brain IQ points. They're definitely on the latter end of the bell curve when it comes to IQ. I wish they chose resolve actually instead of preparedness, but semantics. But I'm pretty sure Boruto had his headband from. See, this anime people just. I don't know when Sasuke is gonna get his headband now. It's weird. Except they changed it in the anime, and like, I don't know, because you know what I mean. You've read the chapter. Why is so? I guess there's gonna be a scene where either Boruto gives him back his headband, or they just change the way it's worded in the anime when we get to this point. But they may even do filler in between. I don't know. They may adapt the Sasuke novel at some point. Maybe when Kawaki's training because Loki, they can do that. Kawaki's training in the village, training ninjutsu on his own, and they take a day out or 2 days out in between that, to do the Sasuke novel. It can just happen concurrently. I don't know. It's a return it in person, i.e., don't die, boy. Don't die. And this is the scene I was talking about. Yeah, it's a promise. Yakusoku datte wa sa. So this is where he gets the scar, I guess. My man opened a portal and they gone. I mean, I know. Oh yeah, this is one of the other scene I said. And people were saying, some people were saying this is joking because in the anime in episode 14, 15, one of them, Boruto opened the portal, but you fail to realize before Boruto actually opened that portal, he used the Jogan to look through the dimensional barriers. So the only way for him to have opened a portal here is for him to have seen the dimensional barriers, and they would have like seen his Jogan activating, seen the dimensional barriers, and then opened a portal through that barrier. Do you understand what I'm saying? At least based on previous knowledge. So I'm saying it's the karma because we didn't see the Jogan, and the Jogan only opens portals from our knowledge, or maybe not actually, because it seemed like when the Noe came in, there was electricity. I don't know, but all I know is it's not the Jogan, to be honest. Because if it was the Jogan, it should have started from his eye. Because, yeah, I mean, when we were leaving wherever they fought the Noe, he used his hands to, to punch through the thing. Yeah, but the whole thing started with him seeing where Denki and all of them were, because the portal closed. So he should, regardless, whether it's starting from his eye, maybe his eye is creating, or he's starting from his eye to see the barrier before he punches it. It starts from his eye regardless when the Jogan is involved. So it didn't start from his eye there was no indication, sir, fam, it's not the karma. There's no basis for you to say it's the karma. I mean, it's the Jogan. Man, Sasuke must really trust Boruto. Because my man was like, you read the chapter, but he was like, it's going to be tough because we lost to him before, and it was like, Boruto, let me tell you, it's going to be kind of tough to take him out. And I'm like, he must really trust in Boruto. I mean, granted, like, Boruto is extremely talented. He created a new jutsu on his own. So I mean, his belief is not unjustified. But I'm like, I guess that's just how the weight that I guess that's just how much maybe Sasuke views Boruto. And the fact that Boruto sent them to this dimension, what dimension is this? And that looks like a god tree. Or no, it's not god tree, I guess it's just plants. So he doesn't know where this place is, so I'm guessing this is Momoshiki's dimension or somewhere Momoshiki has been. But why would Momoshiki's dimension have plants? Momoshiki is not that kind. That's weird. He's not gonna leave a place untouched. Or this is weird. The vibe I get from Momoshiki is that they plant the god trees, they suck out all life. That place is desecrate, decrepit, and they bowl out. So for this place to have plants, trees, life energy flame, like Momoshiki is doing that, Momoshiki can't be leaving. Except this is like his hangout crate where he chills out with the Otsutsuki ladies. I don't know. Or maybe he was swinging for the other team and smashing Kinshiki on the low. I don't know. Who knows? Kinshiki looks like Momoshiki does look like he will be little spoon in the equation, but nah. I think that's something we should think about. Like, why does even if it's karma, why does it exist? Why would Momoshiki have this kind of location? Even Ishiki's location didn't look this good. So I'm like, it's very interesting. Boruto does a lot of things without practice. Even with this line. What do you think? Not bad without any practice, which is Boruto's life. He can do a lot of things first time, which I kind of like about his character. Very different. Oof, and that's the end. That chapter went kind of fast. I ain't gonna lie to you. That went kind of fast, but yeah. So I mean, takeaways from this chapter. So like I said, we know this fight is not ending until chapter 51. Let's be real, which is the end of volume 13. Like I've said many times, don't think about 50, 51. Think about volumes. They sell these things in volumes. So you think about, in terms of a volume, how would the volume structure go? So what I'm thinking is they take an L at the end of chapter 51, and then maybe he goes to Konoha. Maybe they win at the end of chapter 51, but 51 is where this section of the story is done, or this plot point is done, and then we move on to the next plot, which is maybe he goes back after beating them to actually go to the Hidden Leaf, or if they win, they go back to the Hidden Leaf or something. I don't know, to be honest with you. But for episode chapter 51 is where it's ending, because 13 times 4 is 52. Take away 1 because of the Mitsuki chapter in volume 1, and that's 51 chapters, which would be volume 13, which is essentially this whole Ishiki versus Konoha and endeavor, whatever you want to call it, So what do I think is going to happen moving forward? Because the reality is, Ishiki is not going to kill Boruto, 1. So at least I don't think he will. And the funny thing is, even if they kill Kawaki, because this is what it was, because they said even if the body dies, anything that's been implanted with karma is still a possible host for Otsutsuki. So even if Kawaki is dead and Jigen, for some reason they kill Karashi and Jigen beats them, can't he still implant? Except you can't implant a karma on an already dead body. I guess that's different then. But if you can't, then I mean, the only way is to actually kill Otsutsuki. Like, even if you kill Kawaki, there's nothing changed, because we know if they die, the karma, they resurrect eventually at some point. So, and like I've said, you can't kill clan members. So Ishiki is not killing Boruto unless he sees the Jogan, and so maybe Sasuke. It seems like Sasuke is one that slices his eye. It's possible, but why would Sasuke slice his eye though? Except Momoshiki is taking over for some reason. but I feel like it's probably more of Ishiki that it could be Sasuke, but I feel like it's more of Ishiki that slices his eye because it's like Boruto, because I feel like the Jogan is going to interrupt with this Momoshiki's thing because Ishiki and Momoshiki are probably working towards the same goal anyway. All these earthlings people, take over the planet, plant the god tree. Let's leave this place. They've been, we've suffered enough losses at the hands of these humans, and a lot of them with blonde hair. So they have the same goal. So, and you can't kill a clan member. So there's no reason. Obviously, Boruto poses kind of a threat to Ishiki because he can use it, but I doubt he would kill him, except the only way Boruto is there a threat to the clan is if he has the Jogan, which I'm thinking nullifies Momoshiki's karma, Momoshiki's hold on Boruto. Then it's problematic because even if he beats Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto, implants the thing on Kawaki, he knows that when he resurrects in Kawaki, Boruto is going to come back again and fight him, and he's going to have a lot more power and the Jogan, so it's definitely problematic. Speaking of, I wish the fight took place in Konoha. That's just me personally. That way, it could still lead to that, to be honest with you. I don't know. It could still lead to they could still lead to Konoha anyway. I don't know. So we'll see. Because honestly, I've been saying, man, I want Samurai to die. No, because I love Samurai, I like Samurai, but I don't know. It's a very, very selfish reason, to be honest with you. So, but I do want her to die. Sarada, I know they said Ikemoto said something about Sasuke and Sarada and Kakashi. I feel like Kakashi is actually going to be the one to train Boruto for the time skip, because if you think about it, Boruto and Kakashi already had that kind of initial thing on resolve, Kakugo, and the child name of this chapter, Kakugo. So, I don't know if it's foreshadowing, but it's funny because Kakashi has drilled Boruto on the issue of being a ninja and being resolved. While Sasuke is his mentor, Kakashi can teach him how what it means to be, I don't know, shinobi. Like, I don't know, I just feel like there's something there. I haven't got my thoughts on it yet, but we'll see what happens with that. Then Miss Kistino Sage Mode, how long they're gonna keep this man from unlocking Sage Mode is gonna be a real mystery for me. Except Ishiki comes back. Except the plot, the crazy And then what's funny is, if you think about the first chapter, right? Boruto has Sasuke's sword, his headband, and a slash on his eye. The fact the fact that this place is habitable, like there's forest, there's trees, there's all these things happening. You can live there. Like, is hinting at, well, maybe I'm taking too much, but it's hinting that, oh, this place is a livable, is habitable. So is Boruto going to be stuck here for years, and then when he comes back, that's when he meets Kawaki and sees all that is happening? I doubt that's gonna happen, but imagine, because he feels like maybe not, I don't know. Okay, I think I went on a tangent there, but I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, who else? But when do I think this whole thing is gonna end? Volume 15. If you watched the last ones I did on the manga, I've said it, volume 15. Because if you think about it, this fight, as in this immediate fight that we're having, ends in chapter 51, like I've said. So, and I can't see them winning. And even if they win, I can't see them winning, to be honest with you. And even if they win, another Tsuzuki is just gonna come and put another thing on Kawaki anyway. So and I can't see them win, and we saw that he still has the karma anyway. So they lose in volume 13. Then volume 14 is probably somehow, I don't know, somehow Kawaki gets the mark. Except somehow they win, and we're Gucci for like a year or two, for like a year, and then somehow Kawaki gets the mark from another Tsuki, which I don't know if that's possible. But whatever. So we win, or I mean we lose against Ishiki. We take a fat L in volume at the end of volume 13. It should be sad because I remember reading the last time they fought Jigen, and I was sad seeing Naruto take that L. Oh my god. And then volume 14 will be 52 to 55. I think, I'm just curious what's gonna happen then, because if they take the L now at the end of 51, nothing is stopping Kawaki. Like, I mean, nothing is stopping Ishiki from getting Kawaki. Some people will try, obviously in vain, but like, does he die? Except they put him to the point of close to death. I really don't know. Oh, imagine he does the brain thing on Boruto. I mean, I doubt it, but imagine they beat Ishiki, but he miniaturizes himself, enters Boruto's brain, controls him, goes to the leaf, implants the karma. There's nobody knowing what's happening. That would be crazy, to be honest. That would be a nice twist, but we'll see. But anyway, so volume 14 obviously going to do with the whole Konoha actually fighting Ishiki, because obviously I can't see Naruto and them winning. And then volume 15 is probably going to be like, because if Naruto and Ishiki take an L, the hidden leaf is destroyed. Obviously, Gaara, then the other Kages are like, damn, okay, this is, people are preparing the hidden leaf. How are they gonna cope with what's happening? How are they gonna, proceed in the future? What are the changes that have to be made? That's another thing. So there's going to be a lot of like backlash, parts moving, setting up, things like that. So who knows? I think I've rambled for long enough, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. I mean, if you got to the end, or got to this part rather. So anyway, I will see you guys next month for another chapter. Anyway, ja matane. Oh, and like what I said at the beginning of the video, catchphrases, or not catchphrases, lines from the show which I use at the beginning of every episode. Remember, I mean, let's see if people actually watch this video, but if you care, tell me which one you prefer out of the two. And then obviously for Hitman Reborn, the first one was which I got from the game J Stars, which I haven't actually played. I just saw it on YouTube. It was Shuniki no Chiyosa wa Kakugo no Chiyosa. But obviously now that I've finished the Mukuro arc, it's gonna be Mukuro Omae wo Taosana Kedaba Shin Nemo Shirikirene, which is the new phrase. I don't know what I'm gonna use for Railgun One Sama. Hell no. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace.